Hello everyone, this is your Curia, Fantastic Worlds, letting you know that visiting hours for Hush House are now open. Welcome back to the Book of Hours in Lovecraft Country. Okay, so we have our first official day of spring. Now, of course, that means we're going to be getting a lot more milder weather, which means we're going to be doing a whole bunch of these smaller power weather cards, which we can work with. We can definitely work with. Probably get a lot of rooms done this time around, because I'll be forced to focus away from the higher core books, which take more of my attention. But in any case, speaking of attention, we have one of our three major events for Cycle 3, as we've been calling it so far, the optional events for the day, already taken up for us, as we'll be having a visitor. We'll see whether or not we'll be learning a language from them, or earning money as, well, the best Curia that we know so far. Because I hate to say it, we've got the books organized well. We have even the ones that we don't have read ourselves, haven't read ourselves, English good, yeah. Our organizing can be read by them, and well, unfortunately we've got a whole bunch of new ones, slew of new ones that we dropped on us. In fact, what I should do is start using this one over here. Empty that out. So at least I can keep them now between the two. This is the nocturnal, which are usually going to be the easier ones to unlock, and these are the dawn. So we have ones from each end of the spectrum. Okay, so let's get our first event of the day, Cycle 1, up and running. We are probably going to grab, since we know that it will not interfere with the metal, let's get the older ones cleared first. Because if I can use, there's a very small chance that they will actually infect one of my other soul fragments. It's a lot safer to use any other one besides metal on the nocturnal books. So that's our first cycle. Part 1. Part 2, the next cycle is of course running over here to help the fishermen with their nets in the morning, which is one of the reasons why the islanders like us so much. That, and we spend enormous amounts of money. You know, for them, enormous amounts of money. It's like pocket change for us in the present, even with inflation. It's still not that much, but for a small island community like this that has to essentially buy all of its goods, Bornly, yeah. Oops, silly me. Shouldn't have unlocked before I got the next part done. But the next book we're going to be doing is going to be quite easy to choose, as it is called The Alloy of the White Rose, an account by Mistress Whiteflower of the alchemical techniques favored by the House of York. House of York, of course, is a real one in a royal house within England. I believe Duchess of York, who is the current Duchess of York, with the whole shakeup after the Queen's death. No longer sure who's where and doing what. Just know that Harry's out of the running. So yeah. The thing is, it's such an old book, it also simply may be from when the House of York was actually, a large, sprawling, noble house, and not just a few terribly inbred people left in the modern day. In any case, Whiteflower is actually important, as alchemical processes in the West have a 4-stage process in which, all of which are referred to by color. The first one being black, negro. The second one being white, which forms to, I've forgotten the name of it in Latin, but it forms to calcification, which is the process after you descend into the darkness to essentially suffer. Because alchemicals are all about transmuting your suffering into power and transformation. Very left-hand path in that regard. But the other thing being is that the next section is calcification, when all of your faults essentially rise to the surface and calcify you, and bringing all the pain to the surface. The transformation part is yellow, and the red part, rubio, is the purified version of your essence. Essentially the blood, red firing both the divine blood or fire, depending how you look at it, that is at the core of all of us and needs releasing. So yeah, that's just what you get from a title here. Anyways, this is identified with the Dawn Road. These techniques failed to bring the victory in the War of the Roads, but they are not to be discounted. War of the Roads seems to be between the light and the forge, and as we know, the Incalculate, the forge overcame the lantern, so on this realm, obviously the Leashed Flame was defeated the Dawn Road, but then was defeated by a coalition afterwards. I don't know if I know enough about to do the War of the Dawn Road yet on Hush House lectures, but I'm going to put it on the backlist to see if I've got enough info for that. If you guys are terribly interested about that, let me know. In the meantime, let's just get this book read, shall we? Oops, that's the wrong one. Doofus. Anyways, that one. The yellow one. Oh, good grief. I should probably get closer. Anyways, let's get that knocked out. So one of the things we're going to be doing with our thing is, boom. Now we're going to be the sun, obviously. We want to use up the weather one as it will vanish on us. And because we can't use the bed to recover weather cards, which I found very distracting. The memory of weather just isn't going to cut it. So the skill we're going to be using is, let's show you what it is. Inks of Revelation, because that's our highest right there. And this, oops, hang on one second. Let's get this in place. All right. Okay, this, ooh, we haven't done Ink of Revelations before, have we? Craft Reflugen, mix a pigment of blinding white, one the church uses for their rites before the dissolution. All right, so yeah, it's probably their yellow substance we were talking about. But yeah, the Reflugen is a pretty basic one. I think it's a 2 Lantern 2 blue ink. And that would actually work quite well with this, but it also tells me that for a scholar level recipe, if I add glass, I can resolve into a more potent lantern liquid, a precursor of the ink Astharthine. Okay, do we have an Astharthine? I know, we're just like going on and on about the small thing here, but I'm guessing if we had it, it'd be this 6-2 liquid, and yeah, we got a lot. That's quite good, actually. But I'm thinking Reflugen, no, that's Stargall. No, do we have any Reflugen? Ooh, do we not have any Reflugen? Reverberate. Ooh, we might actually want to get some Reflugen. Okay, well, we'll deal with that stuff later. In any case, let's get the book knocked out. Alright, so that brings us up to a 9, and we need the lens. More stuff to investigate. We wanted to experiment with the inks anyways. So, yeah. That will get our book going for cycle 2. Now, cycle 3. We've already have one of our 3 actions to be taken up. Could call it an axe, I suppose. Actions taken up over here to do our visitor. The second one is probably going to be getting this lesson consumed, and we'll need 2 books for that. Now, the books are going to require, I think we're going to be doing a winter one. Let me check. Yep, Ragged Crossroads, probably. All right, which will give us a decent edge one as well, which is, I think I've been sorely lacking, but we're going to need 2 winter ones. They are going to be Introduction to History and Salt. So that's 2 reads for our minor action and our third action. Now, I'm actually thinking about getting the inks back and just getting Reflugen first and then start working, or possibly getting out that other ink we're talking about. All right, we'll do that first. We're going to hold back on the third one for now. We don't have anything major going on, so yeah. Get started. Gonna have a lot of fragments here to work with as well. Oops, sorry, silly me. Need to set up the reading of the Whist, of course, over here. Our faves. Actually, since it's got 2 lantern, we might want to consider something else. Let's get Herb over here. Our absolutely favorite desk. Got a wonderful view too. And Introduction to History is here. All right. And next we'll grab FET, since we don't have any plans for that, and we usually don't, over here in the map table, and get that knocked out for the Salt memory, which is really good for lessons, as it has 3 level 1 aspects to it, but doesn't have much else, unfortunately. Also, we need to consider where we're going to be gathering. I'm thinking we're probably going to gather some... We actually use beach sand for creating that ink, because it's considered glass. Let's get this out. God, pause me, baby. All right, Path and Pilgrim, great for a walk. All right. Yeah. All right, let's get this knocked out. And this is the 5 creations. The iterant scholar Shohi debated 5 possible origins for humanity with the hooded figure. See Hush House Selection number 3 from my version. Theme claimed the beach crow. Shohai later claimed that all the accounts had proven false. The debate was nonetheless recorded, because sometimes we learn in our failures. I don't see any current issues with any sort of disease. All right, so let's get that into place. That's 16, so that goes there. 14, yeah, we got... No, you go back here. Stay. All right. That's the guest chamber. That's ours. Okay, let's get the metal in. Use that. And by the way, I just realized this. I've got coffee here, but it's so dark I can't see it against the background. Small note, if, you know, Alexis is listening, just like a border around the really dark stuff when it's in this one so we can actually tell it's there. Thanks. Honestly, don't know. I've actually I've emailed him when I had an issue with the soundtrack actually getting flagged for the for copyright when they first released it because he didn't realize you had to go into YouTube and no longer claim it. Okay, so Dr. Serena, ooh, let's go talk to you, shall we? Pause. Let's get you knocked out. The one-time librarian. Oh yeah, now I remember her. She's from Exile. Of Hush House, one-time librarian of the Invisible Septim Alexandria. And currently, what exactly? Serena's close mouth, and I know she has worked with the St. Rohan Trust, which is the people we're working with, which means she could be one of the suppression bureaus. And Fusine. Do we have Fusine? Let's collect everything here first. Don't think we do. We do not. So what we want to do is we want to buy it from her. I mean, to screw her problems, we're going to deal with our problems. Yeah, not kind, but I'm not known for being kind. I'm known for being effective. Anyways. There you go. Let's get that knocked out. And then we'll have so many more books to play with, and I like it. In any case, let's get the cycles going. And cycles ending. Manual labor. Of course, we do our usual here. Place this in. Start. And then grab a twofer. 2 pence. I don't know if they call it twofer, but I'm calling it twofer. And let's get this done. Ooh, God, we're rich. Mundane money, we're not rich in magical money. That's because I'm a scholar. I'm always spending my money on knowledge. Oh, and thank God we got our hand back. Because we're going to have to get a new one. Alright, so I was distracted. So let's get these knocked out. Excellent. Memory salt. Okay. So I'll have to wait for that to clear first. Not a problem. Okay. As we're on, we'll get these put back into place. The pale one goes here. Pale ones go here. This is a black one, so... Oh well, doesn't look like it's fitting over there because of the couch, but I like the couch there, even though it's getting in the way. Really like the couch there. Makes it look like you're reclining in the sunlight, which is much better than just having it in the bedroom. We need a little sun, especially in freaking Wales, or wherever, not Wales, North Sea. Are we off Wales or are we off Ireland? I have no idea. Anyways, let's back up over here. I want to, let's see, consider, I need a desk to use this one, but in the meantime, what we can do is we can grab Ragged Crossroads. Here. Throw in Salt, throw in Hindsight, throw in the Lesson, throw in Trist. Ooh, it doesn't fit. Which one do we need now? Oh, Whist will do it. Good thing we kept that one. Can't use it for the light, but we can definitely use it for the winter. Alright, so that's getting done. We'll need a desk. Any desk will do. You'll do. Give me this. Give me the ink I have over here. I prefer to use this desk. I could have. It's not being used. Oh well. But that was one I was reading with. Reset. So we need to do default T. Do ham. No, not glue. Ham. Thanks. There you go. And boom. Get the ham in place. Also, I think we need to replace an egg too. Hang on. We're going to go talk to the can't do that yet. In fact, I can't do it today, possibly. Alright, so we have that locked in place. Well, let's go get that mailed, shall we? Oh, we're almost done there. Ah. Being highly efficient. There you go. Get that mailed for another ham. Now, I don't think I need to use this to get water, because we got a bunch of water from when we opened up the cafeteria, which I haven't fully dedicated myself to deciding its purpose yet. So, if we can do that, we can just, go get some more wood, hopefully, or stone, or some other random stuff. Tell you what, why don't you take... Nope. That. Go out there and practice your foreign tongues, as it were. Oh, still got plenty of soul fragments left too for a fourth cycle. Beach sand, we may actually be able to use that. Alright, so metal's back up and running. Okay, so question being, what do we want to do with it? Now, I'm thinking, I don't have anything that's dedicated for the forge, is that we can just use the mending to grab even more cash. Because when I want money, I want money. Now while that's going on, what else we got? Quite a bit. I want to try to use the Faust for a couple of things. Get the Derived lenses, I think are already been replaced. Oh good lord, even more. There you go. A lot of cash. Alright, so let's just everybody chill for a moment. Now I'm thinking the beach sand is a glass. It's got one lantern, so it could be used for experimentation once we get this one done, which will be like in 1 second. Let's get that done. Alright, let's of course not hurry as we actually want to read this. The author asserts proudly the dawn road ends in the second dawn. Now, I've gone over that the second dawn is a little bit in Hush House Lecture 3. I've mentioned it in this game and in the Cultist Simulator runs. It is, of course, the completion of the sun's death, as is currently in dismembered form, and the destruction of this world and rebirth of the next one. Obviously, the primary conflict behind the scenes with the Lantern Worshippers is who wants to stick with the Watchmen, trying to extend this one on a little longer, and who wants to just get it over with. I'm on the latter camp, if you can't tell. Considering that probably the character in the game, who's from the Lantern background, thought exactly the same, which is why they are, of course, at conflict. Why they were tossed out of the heavens. Anyways, the authors and hints darkly the downfall of the House of York was Grail sabotage. Remember, the Sisterhood of the Knot apparently was involved on both sides of the conflict because, of course, they were their chaos. And yeah, brought about. Remember, they can see the future because of the oracular ability, probably better than anybody else because the oracles belong to the ancient goddess. Mistress Whiteflower urges a history of Isolt where the second dawn may come to pass. She identifies Xanathok essence as Isolt's predecessor. She explains that sufficient lantern bitterbeck salts can be purified to Xanathok essence, and Iotic essence can be exalted to Inkness. We've done actually the latter part already, but this also means that Xanathok essence and this skill may be a good combo for the future, which is purifications. Alright, and we got a 2-pointer there. Now I got a bunch of things to do. First thing to do is get the 8 seconds over so we can start the purifications, the exaltations, and then we'll concentrate on trying to produce the ink, which should be interesting. Alright, what are we going to do? We are going to take this. Then we're going, since I don't think we've got this skill already, and I am correct, we're just going to do that. Third of all, let's concentrate on the Ink of Revelations. Okay. Now, there's a couple ways we can run this. Probably our best bet is this. And Faust brings us to 6. Revelations will bring us to 8. Now, we need to get this for 9. And now we just need one more. Coffee will do it? It will. Ichor Vittorius, distill a pale and watchful liquid. I don't think that's actually... Yeah, Xanathok essence is this here. So let's see what we can convert coffee and sand into, shall we? That's our second big one, so cycle 3 is now over. Leaving us with this to decide what to do with ourselves. Now we're going to need... one of these that are already expended in order to increase purifications exaltations, but we can easily get the skill to go with it by burning something. So 45 seconds from now. Speaking of which, since we've got that extra, we've got so many books and we've got that metal, when that rolls around, we'll use it for the, well, actually, we can just grab the book, can't we? We can just use it here. No, not here, but somewhere. That'll do. And boom. Hit it. Catalog another down period. So much to do. Purifications and exaltations. Excellent. I mean, we have time to actually use the bed to regenerate Boss Plus. That could be quite advantageous. Let's do it. And we've still got that glass of water right here. And we can start that. Complete this glass of water. Place the one we just used. And go up here so we have our extras to see if we can consider something Switching to San's an easy one because it's an easy one to create with one of our recipes. A number of our recipes, but we'll just toss it in here for now. All right. There you go. And then we'll probably redo whist from the sweet bones when all of this is done. And then we can figure out what we're going to do with the rest of it. In the meantime, we need to place you with the other books. Yeah, that'll do. Anyways. There's 6 pence. Let's regenerate whist so we have another light-based one in case there's something other shenanigans I want to do. And place the shilling there. And then boom. There we go. Still turning out to be a terribly interesting day. Long one, too. We haven't even gotten to learning a language yet. Ooh, how the end will begin. The prophecy of the War of the Roads, recorded in the subcontinent of the days before the Hooded Princess. Written back so we can actually read it. Thing, Codex, Dawn Period, Ragged Crossroads, which we just upgraded. Alright, there you go. Yeah, this is going to get filled soon. So this is one of the reasons why I can't catalog these books too quickly. I don't have the room for it. What we can do is interesting here. Can we get this one in here? Is that even appropriate? I mean, that's 14 and that's 12. It's not bad. Put this one here. 10. Put this one as 12. You gotta be kidding me. And this can get really strange. Do I need to... Yeah, let's just do that, shall we? Probably should have done it some time ago. 14. Let's get this over here, I think. Oh, come now. There must be room for it up there. That's 12. You go up there. I know, terribly thrilling watching me shelve. Ah, there you go. Now you're good. I don't think we can get another one there, too. Alright, so... Also a 12? No, 14. We can do that right next to it. Yeah, we have to move the furniture around to use the shelves properly. Strangely, I don't think that's immersion breaking for me. Libraries can be weird. Alright. Thank God, now we've got room to catalog. Hey, isn't that great? Oh boy. 3 more to go. And decide what we're going to be doing with them. Maybe we'll just look at things. I haven't done that for a bit. And we've got stone. Well, I guess I know what we're burning. I think we already have like 3 of those. I always wondered. When's it going to be? Oh, good lord. Are you telling me we can do even more gathering? This is going to be fun. Just see stories seems appropriate. Probably do that into the evening, and then who knows what we'll do then. Alright, what else can we gather here? What else can we use for gathering here? That one's rose or earth, or that's not going to work. Unfortunately, both of those are exhausted, but yeah, kind of interesting we can do that. Alright, so pause for a moment. What do we got? Ooh, Icaravissus is a 4. I think I burned a couple of these. Okay, so let's get this moved into place. Then we can move this and we can experiment with it when we've got it going. In the meantime, oops, collect the rest of it. We're gonna have to use that at level 15 to try to get a powerful ink. All right, so let's pause a second. Ooh, I've learned enough to puzzle out this book in this language, though this might still be going. You can also use and improve this skill. Oh, you can improve language skills. Let's grab this one. So, talk. Consider. Yep. What the hell does it mean when you upgrade a language? I don't know, but I'm definitely going to find out. Speaking of which, need to recover one of the lanterns to get what I want done. Then we have to get at that point, I will dedicate the shafts probably to getting more money, because I really don't have anything else to do with it at the moment that I can think of. Alright, grab list. This has got lantern. What we can do is we can burn this. And then pronounce it. Let's get shopped into place so we can do some more cashage. Because, you know, can never have enough cash on a capitalist society. Anyways, get that knocked out. Okay, so next part. Let's get that burning thing done. Then we have to ask ourselves, yep, we're going to use this skill. We get that done in a bit here. 10 seconds can take so long. And we'll probably use a tryst to look at something. This. Grab. Purifications, identifications. Grab this, grab that. Grab whist. You've got lantern. Do it. That's clear. I'm going to see if we can actually do that. That's going to be interesting. Fast. Okay, so the fast, what we were thinking is we need to get this solution. Are these? That sand is another one. That's 5. Can we generate? We need 3 for the memory to do that, so we need more. We need a solution with 2. See what we have over here. Oh, look, we've got some right there. No, it's glass finger toxins, different color. You have to be careful about these things. Okay, so, yeah. Is this... That's 1. This is 3. Ooh, we have some of it to spare, too. Okay, we need a lantern-based one over here in the alchemy table, not the dispensary. Be careful about these things. Chemistry and alchemy don't seem to want to mix together. Okay, so let's do that. Let's grab this. That's 7, that's 10. This is... Dixon volatile. Okay, the ink. We are so close. 1 point. We all know how to get that, right? All know how to get that within 10 seconds. Alright, so what we're going to do is we are going to burn something. Alright, so I'm thinking... I'm not really using a lot of this, so let's grab the nearest fireplace, which I think is up here in my supposed quarters, which I'm not using. Too humble. Alright, let's get this knocked out. And then we'll do stare at something with tryst and then be done with it. Alright, so run over here. Grab Frost, grab this stuff. Grab a Flugin. Memory. And inks. It's not enough. Ooh, I thought this would be it. Precursor to ink Ashtarthine, but it's not this skill. Ooh. I thought... Okay, so let's grab... this stuff that does it? Uzalt. Yes, we got our level 15. Uzalt. We got plenty of this stuff too. Ink Revelation, keeper level that, plus Knocked Essence creates Uzalt. I'll see what Uzalt is. Probably didn't have to use the stuff there, I'm thinking. Oh well. Probably could have... What? Yeah, since that's 5. 3. 3, 4... No, we did need it. Could have gone without the... Yep, that's all. But hey, I burned something, and sometimes that's its own reward. But we may not get the Faust back due to it being a late night and us being tired, as it were. Alright, so we're going to stare at something. You know what we're going to stare at? We're going to stare at this parchment, because I'm not going to consume it, but it is going to give me an idea what it is. You won't use up this or consume it. I just want to know what it is. And it's also 30 seconds. It's a real quick one, so we will get it back before dawn. We're just going to randomly pick up objects with extra skills, or soul fragments at this point, and just see what we can see. It's going to be fun, people. Alright, let's go. And a package. Well, we could have saved it for that, but we've got tomorrow. I love packages. I love surprises. Alright, more cash, because cash is good. I just wish we could convert that to, like, magical stuff. Give me a 10 to 1, alright, on that one. I'm sure you can buy magical favors from magicians. They need stuff just like the rest of us. What animal gave its skin to make its parchment? Something colorless as glass and snow, something bleached and wrung out, purer than silence. So basically it's been taken from the skin of a winter long. Memory touch. I'm not going to be able to do much for that, but it's just good to have these little lore points. Dawn comes, but again, we're going to be down one of our soul fragments because we decided to work into the night. Because that's just how I roll, baby. You should see what I'm like. So remember, the only reason we have this series is because long ago, 2 years in fact, I got a case of insomnia so bad that I just started doing Cultist Simulator tips and tricks to teach other people how to play the game. So, blessed be to whatever god force presides over insomnia, and to Gale. That's going to make things interesting. So, again, we're going to pause here, and I am going to take a thought process and figure out what I'm going to do next, okay? Bye. Okay, and now we're back, and I have a couple interesting ideas what's going to happen today. So first of all, of course, let's get Cycle 1 going. Now, of course, we're going to try to open another room today, which, of course, means that we need to start making some serious shelf space. So let's grab metal here and just catalog this one. Again, we're going to need to start making some serious space. And of course, run over here and get those fishermen's nets out. There you go. Alright, so cash is getting ridiculously high. You can always use more. Now, next, immediately, is that we are going to choose a book. Now, we're going to do the one we just cataloged, the rather easy one, the Sunset Passages, the miscellaneous of funerary prayers, ceremonies, and hymns of the Church of the Unconquered Sun, which was ascended in the 3rd and 4th histories. It schismed during the Incalculate, when the sun was divided, but not killed, and not survived as a significant force. Okay, but this one's going to be rather easy to do. Got forge right here, pop it. Okay, pop it in here, grab the other forge fragment we have here, the metal, then just grab bells and braziers. That's an easy 4, and boom, got that one started. Now, second of all, we're going to use Beck here, and we're going to read just verses. We're going to need a 2-point knock memory to get the second book I want to do today done. All right, and then we will simply, when this is over, we will use this tryst in order to do that. But in all of this, we have 2 major things after this. One is to read another book, because we got to get that shelf space clear, and the other is to summon forth Timothy again. Timothy, yes, our, well, slave is probably too strong a word, but it's probably not that far off. All right. Because he's going to be clearing another room for us, because that's what's going to be what the Gale is going to allow us. Let's get that started. Again, I'm trying to use Timothy exclusively for the prison so that he might see what his superiors get up to. Alright, so first things first is we need to give him 3 heart. There you go. Everything goes easier with a song. Okay, that's an interesting way of putting it. Alright. Next we'll be returning to bed, of course, just after we got up, because it's been a long day of hauling nets. We'll need a drink after it as well. Alright. First things first. The On Matthias and the Amethyst Imago Transformations, one of my favorite books from Cultist Simulator, the account of an occult romance. A certain Ivanagos claims to have written this in a single night as part of his initiation into the Alpine branch of the Order of Leith, the Order of Immortals that would not pledge themselves to any hour, the ones that ended up on Port Noon. And the reason why this is significant is that it is an example of a relationship between a human and one of the last Carapace Cross, which is, after you see his House Lecture 3, you're going to realize has a significance to it. But in any case, let's grab this, grab Tryst, and then see what the tide brought us. Meanwhile, my bad, pale. Interesting way of putting it. Alright, let's get, not the Faust, the metal. And let's see, soul-wise, oh yeah, we need the water. Ah, there we go. Now where that's getting done, let's grab over to our beverage storage shack, which is what this has become. And then we will pour ourselves another cold, refreshing water. I'm going to have to pump some, but I think we're good to at least tomorrow. Alright, serve appropriate.
Excellently. That's returned as well, half full. And wow, this is an Incassatum Termine, one of the great inks. Use it with your journal to record a history and fulfill your reason for coming to Hush House if you choose. Ulzalt, the ink in which the first history was recorded by the unwise. That. Okay, Hush House Lecture 3 again. That is the Watchman's first incarnation that we know of. Ulzalt is the bright yellow gold of lantern. Light lingers on it for a little while, even in the dark. Gold is not needed to mix Ulzalt, but amber is. Amber being the element of the Watchman. Unobtrusive shrines to Ulzalt could sometimes be found in the churches of the unconquered sun. Use nostalgic ink with your journal to make determinations and record histories of the hours. Listen to the world's change. Oh, great, we get to alter reality. Who's Ulzalt? Also, Jesus, that's a hell of a liquid. Because we can use that for so much. In any case, it's also not unique, so we can produce as much of that as we see fit. This is terrifying. Okay, so we know where the inks go. They go over here. Okay. Maybe we should, like... Yeah, we should probably put someplace else and just put that up here. Oh boy. Where should I put this? I don't know at this point. Hey, that's not bad. Sure, we can put it there. We have the Watchman's own ink. I'm not terribly in with the Watchman right now either. Well, this is terrifying. Anyways, I forgot to do something else. We're going to use Trist for collection because I need the chore. Use up the chore for something else. There you go. Let's see what you can gather this time. Oh boy. Thoughts. I have so many thoughts. In the journal, we're going to have to use that to record a history. I don't even know what the hell that means. Apparently I came here to alter the course of reality itself, which, yeah, fair. I do that a lot. Timothy, let's talk about the Gale, shall we? I'll bring you to 6. It's a day. Really is. Haven't even gotten past the first part of the book either. Good boy. Okay, so hold it. This will give us our usual. And that would gives us the opportunity to use... Not this one. This one? Yep. Use the same one again. Grab that. Grab... this. And then grab... Shept. That'll be more than enough. Oh, right, the book, too. Kinda need the book. No, wrong one. Oh, boy. Alright, hit it. The third volume of Abbot Jeffrey's Hypothetical Theological Dialogues in Socratic Mode. I'm not fond of the Socratic mode. I think I've made that clear. Just, Socrates is so full of himself, he didn't want anybody talking back. That's why I hate dialectics. Really do. To the point where I'm actually of the opinion that debate can no longer be considered a valid form of communication, but instead a battle of dominance that has no purpose. There you go. Cycle up and running. Use that collect wood, I think. Alright, Timothy, we're going to have to get to... Where is it? Up here, I think. Alright, Timothy, hang on. So, Timothy, we need to use this, because it's got 2 heart right there. Usually used for Grail, but we need to use it for its heart component now. Grab that. Let's get you a little tipsy. Yes, we're corrupting the Reverend. There you go. He's getting him drunk. The song. Hey, that's just the best way of doing everything. I know this boat, how we handle the boat in Sun the Seas, I'll tell you that much. Lots of drinking involved. Alright, what do we got here now? Boom. Abandoned luggage. We gotta do this. I do like the fact that it's got its own aspects, but yeah. Holy shit. So, I guess we're gonna do this again. Hold on. Something rare. Oh, good. Let's see what we got. Deep breath. Yeah, that's we're carrying herb for hopefully combining something with the book we just read. But we got to finish the damn book first. Okay, what do we got here? The church revered the sun in splendor before it was divided. Hang on. Even while it was still whole, its later selves were recognized as its names. The madrigal, of course, presided over death and passage into the house. Well, passage to the house for the sacred. Drop to the Grushans. This is boost. Down to the whatever that means. But we're going to grab our ham. That brings us to 10. Yes, 10. Because all we need for this one is 11. And, of course, got the perfect tool for him. Because, again, we're forcing him to clean out his own order's mess in that temple. And since we may get even more books, we're going to have to save that metal in order to use it for... Oh, here we go. The white ceremony was spoken in honor of the madrigal at funerals held in the chilly space before dawn. The text cautions that all blades should remain sheathed, but the ceremony is spoken lest the corpse not be quiet. That's referring to, of course, to the ceremony in which we, how do I put this? The ceremony in which we use in Cultist Simulator to raise a corpse. Anyways, but unfortunately, despite it being a freaking forge, we've got to use lantern or sky. Okay. Seriously? Alright, we'll figure something out. Oh boy. Dear gods. I have a strange idea for the next day. It's going to be really strange. Now, can we... I think we can. What we need... We need a frost. Okay. We'll have to definitely use the health to get more water now. Oh boy. Okay. Pause for a moment. I have no idea what we're supposed to do with this thing. I mean, I've got too many plants as it is. Let's back up and running. Since we have to replace our water immediately. I'm using that to pump more. I could just drink it from the pitcher, but I'm not a barbarian, thanks. And while that's going on, we're drinking the last of that water. Let's, we're using 1 soul fragment here to regenerate 2. It's a net positive of 1. Oh boy. Yeah, I've got too many rushes. This baby is going straight into the furnace. Okay, so... Might need that in a moment, but let's get the water back in place here. Boom. Alright then. Deep breath. Ah, yes. Timothy, my dear boy, I have the perfect tool for you. Use for your help. That's right. You're gonna mop this prison until it shines, until I can see my freaking reflection in it. Because I'm not feeling kind towards the jailers, as the SCP people might know. So slang for those who wall away the unique in exchange for, of course, safety. Ooh. Hardest of all woods. That's one of the bestest woods you can get. I'm so happy to get that. On the other hand, the brushes not so much. Alright, so yeah, I guess we move this here, move that there. Alright, get... Oh, I can't. Didn't even see those. I need to move those. Got enough wood not to be worried for a while. Alright, cool, cool. Deep breath. Okay, so hold on a second. Right, there's the metal. I need to grab another book. I was remembering I was going to do that. And yeah, there you go. Pop that in. Because we need to clear any possible space that he might reveal some books. We need more room. Oh boy. Alright, this one. If Janus were an hour, Cardia might be counted among the names, but the world has never turned in such a matter, and so he is not. Okay, this has got to be. This is not even Teresa, and frankly, sounds like it. Teresa's obsession with Janus is apparently not singular. 11. There we go. Actually, wait. Does that? How does that? There you go. 11. So, get mopping, boy. The same story as the yard before. Seared bones, blackened walls, furniture half consumed by fire, but much of the room remains untouched. Go clean up your, Can't even believe they left the bodies. God, the Suppression Bureau just gets worse and worse. I mean, totalitarianism doesn't even respect its own members. I never understood the appeal. You may die for us, but we don't want you. Just let your bones lie there. Jeffrey discusses the living signs which make their shape, whose flexibility is part of it identifiable. He gives one example as the paradox of the hinge, which is a twin, which of course is a horned axe symbol. Draws comparisons between the names called twins, who would be considered the hours beyond the church, sister, and witch, and hints at the amethyst vessel, which can be sanctified by the great signs in the presence of Nock. That's a little weird. Anyways. Do we have herb? And that is a grail-based one. Do we have any? Yep. Grail. I don't, however, think we have any grail memories at the moment. We have herb. We have the grail we need. What's the other one? Grail and knock. Don't have a knock. We do. Can that work? Well, we need to get 3 seconds to go by first. Book of Maya, an account of... I remember this one. I don't know if we... I think we have Iskos too. An account of the 5 visits of the Desert Wanderer, probably the hour known as the Vagabond, to the city of Mia, which is one of the destinations you have in the Air Vaults. He was a delayed child, so perhaps even immortal, but things go badly. Don't they always? Need to clear out some sections here. How on earth did we manage to... God, I feel like the books just grow when we're not looking at them. We pulled out 2 and still looks full to me. How does this even work? Like they're stacked. Gotta be a bug of some sort. Cardia's Delight should be cataloged. Never mind. Alright. What's this one? That's a 6. That goes here then. Lots of Forge books. That's all we can fit in at the moment. Alright, so... yeah. That one's been cataloged. 8. Well, that's not the right one. There you go. Got a lot of knock books. Huh. Empty space, though. Good lord. So many books to go over. The pattern, though. Pattern... okay, so... yeah. Gonna be a little weird. Get signs. Can we put in herb? Yes. Thank goodness. We can get something done today. That one's up. We'll have to definitely consider what we're doing next here. I think we get this, we burn that for 2, we can get a level 2 to level 3, and I think oral contemplations will be it. Alright. Keep going. Also, we need a place to put these soaks. And this makes the most sense up here if there's room. But I don't know if there's going to be room. There you go. There's our 2, by the way, for our rule of 2. Alright. Okay, so let's get Oz. Good, that's level 2. Next up, let's get Oral Contemplations. Oops, I'm going to need to do one thing, of course. I need to burn something, and look what we've got here. Hit it. Hey, gathering's always good for something. There's that water. Got it. All right, so that and this and this and this. That. Hit it. Oh, dear Lord. Hell of a day. Alright, it's not over yet. Staff room. The wardens at Brancug were cut above the usual prison ward. Former bureau constables, repentant no. Ah, so people they turned. Turncoat Tregari, veterans of the Legion distills. But when the end came, none of that mattered. For here, for a while, when the winter storms battered the walls, they hungered close to this glowing stove to share tea and comradeship, the stories of the very different lives. So essentially, the Bureau gathered... They can actually gather the exile in one of the endings, too. Uh-huh. Yep, that appears to be only stuff to carry, so there's no books here, but, you know... All the keys of the cell still hang here. I can lock them all at my leisure, but the most significant cells, the Cucurbit, were protected by more than locks. The least cells I shouldn't trouble with. The keys to the most cells labeled add up to long WI unhelpfully. The throck of darts punctuated the long evenings and drifted down to the corridor to the grilled doors of the cells. The X-Trianguli always won, but rather soon none of the other guards would play with them unless they agreed to a blindfold. I guess they were a warrior cult. And a staff armchair. 2 knock. That's important, actually. And severe chair. And... tiny potted tree. Plus 2 cups of coffee and a thing of coffee. Yeah, we'll deal with that in between episodes. But that... we can actually... I don't know if we can get him up to 12. I think we can with one of the candles. And we are going to be doing that. Again, Jeremy is going to have to look at all his people have done. Because I am cruel in my countenance. Let's at least get them picked up. I might put a candle there. What do you think? Yeah. Let's get that candle on the table. Seems appropriate. There you go. Gives it a more cheery look to it. Level 3. And the next day shall come swiftly. Let's see. Coffee. I think we already have coffee in here. Nope, we don't, actually. Excellent. Well, this could probably go there, and that can go there. Dusk. No memories to save. But let's get the coffee into the... let's see, up here. Yeah, we'll probably end up using it for the bed at some point. Let me check the candles. I want to know what we've got, because I think we've got one that's got forage in it. Excellent. The honey scar scented candle will be perfect for helping Jeremy to discover his people's true nature. Yes, like I say, I believe revelation is often a cruel process. There you go. Have fun there. Oh, this should definitely... oh, come on. You can go here. Sigh, I thought you could fit them on that there, but can you fit them on here? No? Alright, we definitely need to do something with all these damn flowers. I've been stockpiling for so long, and burning them just seems to be a waste. Ah, it's now dawn. And how much do you want for this? 4. I don't think I have enough. Oh well, and it's sunny. Trying to sell me that book. It must really be good. Or they must really want to get rid of it. Okay, and of course we'll stop here and move on to the next day. Hang on. Okay, so we're back, and this is gonna be one hell of a day, because I'm realizing just how powerful that ink is. Alright, so let's get, of course, to the first cycle. We will grab 1 metal, and we will grab... let's grab that book. Let's clear the desk here. Alright then. This is going to be, of course, the cataloging we do, and let's drop by the Sweet Bones to do our daily labor with the fishermen. As you can see, we're slowly but surely increasing our money over time rather than decreasing, and that is always a good direction to stay in. Now, this This is where things get fun. All right, so let's grab that super ink we just created right here. Let's then head over here and we will, let's see. Yep, that's got the right type of frequency. Let's grab, and I'm serious about this. We're going to grab the level 18 Skybook because I think we can pull this off. So let's grab VAC, goes right here. Language. All right, let's grab the ink. That automatically puts us at a 7 when it comes to the sky. Then we grab our Star Dream 13. Then, let's see. Okay, we got a 4-pointer here. Nope, 4-pointer. Yep. That's 17. Then we grab Lost low level 18. That's right. We just cracked open the mountains in the mountains as upon the plain. There may not be a path where none is passed. Okay. There may not be a path where none is passed, which means there is probably people have probably already gone through those paths. I think it's kind of confusing to have a quadruple negative statement. Nigelia of Lagash describes the secrets to be found in the mountains. Probably quite a few, but yeah, that's going to be one hell of a book. I'm expecting to get 4 lessons out of that. So that's our book for the day. Let's get our 2 and 1 done today. 2 major, 1 minor task. The first thing we definitely need to do is we need to replace the ink. Now, in order to do that, we're going to need, of course, Thanathodic Essence. Now, how we do this is kind of going to be interesting. I'm thinking that since this stuff is a pigment, let's see which one. You actually have to zip over here to the solar one. Since this is actually a pigment, it will fit on an altar. Then we can grab cost, and that brings it up to a 8. I'm going to need 15, obviously. The inks bring it up to a... there it is, right? Is this not the right one? I thought it was. Oh, Oozlot's right down there. Apparently you have to scroll down to get it. There's another 15 one with something else. Oh, gods, this is all going to be so terribly interesting when we get to it. Then, for a devotion, we need to find something that will fit in here. Now, interesting concept, but we can put a light in there. And if you recall, we've got the most interesting light over here. 3-pointer. It's Christopher Elopini's lamp. I just love that fact. Yeah, we actually got to do a 15 without having to use a single memory. So that will replace our R. Now we need to replace the essence that we have here. This is going to be kind of funny because I can do that by channeling sunshine into a cup of coffee. Let's grab the alchemy. Put this in, and we'll grab sunshine. Then we will grab, let's see, whisk, because it's got 2 light to attach to it. That brings us to 6. Next is going to be, of course, where is it? The Oriole we just brought up a level. Thanathodic Essence right off the bat. So basically, in alchemy, you can make you can have liquid sunshine by pouring sunlight into coffee, which does actually make some sense, really. I mean, strange as it may sound. Right. So what we need to do is we need to grab, the last thing we're going to do is try to get this to upgrade one of our skills. So we just need to grab the 2 usual knock books, see Just Verse and Almanac of Entrances. Let's get these red. Let's put that here. Come on, wake up. There you go. Let's get that red. All right then. And then of course down here, no. I guess we head over here then. Grab this, grab that. That'll give us the 2 skills that we're going to need to raise this up to one of, because it has a knock capacity, which means we do have to save the chap or something, but it gives us 4 more fragments to play with. Now, the interesting thing is that we now realize this is cycle 4. Let's grab over, we can use Trist at any time. Do some beachcombing. It's awesome. So, let's grab, let's grab any of these. Pickle, there you go. Get it started. While that's going on, we then can grab the other one. Sure. And we can have a nice walk on the moor. This is all, of course, a week's worth of effort, which makes sense why we can get away with it. There you go. All right. We still have a couple other things to play with. Plus, of course, we're going to regenerate at least 2 of our soul fragments. All right. Meanwhile, is there anything else that we desperately want to do at this point? I don't think so. We'll just hold back for a bit. Oh, boy. We can. Now, the thing is with that ink is that it also has 7 moth. We're going to be crawling through the, clawing through the high-level books at this rate. So let's just actually, hold on. Yeah, all right. Let's grab a book of math. No, actually. How the end will begin. This one's knife, so yeah, don't see that happening anytime soon. So we can put this one away, at least get some room back here. 14. This is 14, so it'll fit right in there. Isn't that awesome? All right. Okay, white jade tablet, and it is infected with witchworms. Larvae which have human faces. Fortunately, they rarely develop into imago stage, but even as larvae, whispering can torment senses. These can negatively affect other objects, and have at least 7 winter. Okay, we've got like... Oh boy, so we have infestations as our primary issue here. Let's see if we can find one that deals with infestations. There we go. Now we need winter. So if we have any of these, they have a winter aspect. Hill and Hollow, I don't think that has a winter aspect. Hill Hollow, nope. And this one, nope. So we're gonna have to generate 7 winter in other ways. We can do that. Meanwhile, let's put this thing under quarantine. All right, hang on, collect. Imago, by the way, or Carapace Cross. These are actually Carapace Cross larvae, which show up in Hush House Lecture number 3. Yeah, I'm sensing a pattern here. All right, so yeah, let's get you here. All right, so we'll get that disinfected when we've got the time. But it also means we're not putting it into the rest of the storage, so I guess we're 1 up on the whole thing. Meanwhile, let's get you back to bed. All right then, and metal fatigue. There you go. There is your, where is it? Right there. Glass of water. Feel free to recover. All right, so while that's going on, let's pour off, of course, the next cup of water we're going to be needing for there. That should actually finish this one off, which means we absolutely know what we're going to be doing with the heart health fragment when we get back. When we get it back. Oh, no, this is actually one of the full ones. Excellent. Oh, we don't have to worry about it yet. We can use it for more gathering. Good lord. Rio's going to be pouring in stuff. All right, so, yeah. Like I said, the person who told me how this works with hydrating, I told him you unlocked my Super Saiyan mode because I am not going to be stopped. I've got all of this just going on and on. Oh boy. Anyways, tomorrow, which is probably next episode, we'll have to regenerate our sky memory. But until then, we can start working on the moth books too, which is going to be awesome. All right, that 2, 3, 1, and boom. There you go. We'll be back. All right, so 6 pence. Let's put this one back in. Grab a 2 pence, throw it in. Rest and refreshment. There you go. We're going to have fun with that. All right, so grab these 2 memories. All right, so what we do next is I think door and wall will be it, unless we've got something much bigger that we want. We could just actually, yeah, let's just get the great signs done. Right. Great signs. Goes here. This goes there. It's just the one it's actually meant for. There you go. I love it when you do that. We're going to be doing a lot of memories at the end of this one. Which, speaking of which, what's the first part? Nigella tells a number of lively stories about riddling ogres. When I thought that riddling orgies, I was like, that's a strange type of kind of entertainment. And wars between midnight mountain tribes, but turns somber in the tale of the empty-handed hunter, a lover of the Grail who sought to match her appetites and join her as an hour, but in the end rent and devoured himself, giving his name to the mountains he had once roamed. Oh, that's just lovely. Rending Mountains might be like the Alps. So, dude's name was Alp. You know that might actually be a name in Germanic history. Obviously, it was named after something. If anybody out there actually knows what the Alps were named after, or who, or whether it's a name you can use, please let me know. Anyways, let's get the books back in place. Yeah, I know we're not going to get this. It was exactly one spintro too much. Like I said, though, we're concentrating, and it keeps bringing that book back, so I think we're going to have plenty of time to get it in the future when we run out of languages to have. All right. You know, should that ever happen, there you go, level 3. Excellent. Oh, God, more serpentine slabs. Really? Driftwood's actually useful. Fuel, it's fuel, wood, and material. And I talk essence. Alright, so let's get the essence back in place. Let's get the wood back in place. And honestly, really should convert this into like a... I should convert that into a, yeah, okay, you should probably go here. Okay, and you go there. So, yeah, wood's not really going to be an issue for this sort of thing, I'm thinking. Oh, move over slightly, would you? Alright, there you go. Yeah, but gods, we keep getting so much of this stone that we definitely do not need. I'll just put it in place, burn it later. Love the fact we can burn stone in the fireplace. Now, these aren't normal fires. I mean, they're burned forever, actually. So, yeah. Okay. So, what next? Well, Metal and Tryst. Once we get to late afternoon, if we haven't found a use for them, we'll find a use for them. Alright, so, yeah. Okay, so, pause. Alright, Ningala, there we go, claims the Hours, who sometimes manifest as birds, the laughing thrush, the ivory dove, the beach crow, and the witch and sister, meet at a secret location on a mountaintop to exchange gossip unheard by their peers. We actually got some of that, it actually corresponds to what we got in the Tales of the White Cat, in which the White Cat retrieved those messages for a witch named Penelope. Oops, sorry. Now and then a mortal overhears them. The mortal is always obliterated, the meeting place is always changed. But the cats are not considered mortals. Sky stories. Whoa, boy. Alright, so we have Memory Gossip, which is like... So like a rose? We can do a rose-based skill. It's at level 1. Path and Pilgrim. There we go. Path and Pilgrim, Gossip, Sky stories. But the problem being is that I don't think we can fit... Yeah, we don't have an appropriate skill. So, what we need to do... We need to regenerate one of those, and I don't think we'll be doing that anytime soon. Wait, we can. Do right here. So, we're going to blow the Faust, because that's definitely Sky, right? Nope, we're not. We're going to do Bet. Rest and Refreshment, throw in a half crown, get the change. Come on, get in there. Right, Rest and Refreshment. Alright, so yeah, we'll get that combined. That's only 3. Uzot. Yeah, that's gonna be used tomorrow, I'm sure of it. Let's, however, get our super book back in place. God, that's the biggest book we've done so far. There you go. And metal's up and running. Alright. Actually, no, wait a minute. What else can we do with what we've got? We don't need to get water right away with health, and... You know, we could just... really start getting serious about collecting stuff. Go for it. I like the most interesting stuff. Anyways, the 2 metal, I guess, since we've got one empty, we can just, right away, get this one in place. Start her up. Grab another one, and again, we'll just hold these 2 back for the moment. We're possibly forgetting stuff. And yeah, we should definitely put this in place. Oh, that was a lot of work. Yeah, we're slowly but surely peeling away these things. I mean, is there anything really minor we could do here? 6 forge. Hold on a second. 6 forge would mean we have the metal here for 2, and we have a 4-pointer for a skill. That's more than enough. 3-pointer with a tool would be fine. There is only 3. Hammer? Yeah, we might be a little weak there, so it might be not be a bad idea. Alright, so what we should do is grab the book. We go up here and we grab the spanner, because they are a tool at one forge. Okay, so that means we can then hit this book here. Yeah, grab that. Grab this. Oops, get in there. And then we grab that and this. Ooh, it's only 6. So far we have 3. We need 3. Ooh, that didn't have 3 in it? Alright, never mind. Okay, so spaces and sabers, there we go. Kindled flame, get her started. And this is, of course, the account of an occult romance. Certain items claims to have written a single night as part of... Oh, that's one that we uncovered recently, so you don't have to go over. But yeah. Alright, so, and then we'll get one of the sky stories in, which means that next episode we're going to have a lot of lessons to add up. And we will. I'll pick through what we got here. In a moment we'll have Path and Pilgrim set up. Memory of the Gods, not incorrupted at the very least. The Barrow Child, a nameless Gaulish adept who joined as the organization identified as Ordo Limine, writes regretfully of the destruction of the gods who were stone. Again. House lecture number 3. Seriously? Synchronicity? I love you. Apparently you're helping me with a promotion. I don't think it's out yet. Alright. And when this comes out. Wow. Anyways. One left. We might save that for a bit, but... Actually, do we want to regenerate anything else from memory-wise? Do we have anything we can work with here? It's also level 1. But it'd have to be Sky, wouldn't it? Sky stories. Right there, duh. Alright, yeah, that works. Let's grab... I think we're regenerating Faust, aren't we? No, we're not. It's right there. So, what if we generate Faust? Grab another thing. Oh, just grab, actually, the key here. Regenerate Faust so we can get Sky Stories up and running, silly me. At the same time, we'll need to think about... Where is it? Right here. A book that we can use. Which one has... which one has... You know what? We need Sky, right? We know how to get comfort. Hi. We'll feed you tomorrow. We have eggs. Might have to get some serious funding for that, but okay. Oh boy. Yeah, that's right. We're going to use the cat's purrs in order to do this. Ooh, we've almost got the desk clear, too. Oh, he's gone. Oh well. We'll get that book eventually. Keep trying to sell it to us. Nobody else wants it. Alright, so... yeah. It's hell of a day so far. Pause. Maybe. Better now. Alright. What we need to do is we need to take Path and Pilgrim. Right here, grab Gossip, grab Life, Sky Stories, and then grab Fed. That will bring us up. Excellent. And yeah, there we go. Oh boy. It's been a day. Deep breath. Deep breath. Like I said, tomorrow we definitely have to get the Ascendant Harmony, Star Dream. Star Dream going. Believe that means, yep, we hit the first stanza here. We cast Matthias out as he pronounced a curse upon well, actually there's a book about how Matthias gets pissy about them. It's that Twitter rant I did before. One of the books is about the indignity suffered by me. That's his Twitter rant. And we have pronounced a curse upon Amethyst and Maja, but we watched them in dreams. We saw them pledge themselves to the forge to chain themselves and ascend anew. Into the fire they flew. I hope that's a happy ending, but I have no idea. They became forge along, I guess, which does match a path I've estimated. Oh, good lord. This is always going to get weirder and weirder. It's all interconnected and I'm going mad as a result. And I don't mean just in this game. Hell of a day, people. Alright, let's pop this in here. Really not a lot, but it'll come in useful at some point in the future, I'm sure. Meantime, there you go. Solus. So that means, well, I know you're pissed off. We'll get to you later. Sky Stories. Sky Stories. Solus. Oh yeah, we still need the freaking, soul fragment. And we have, I think, yeah, 30 more seconds on that. Alright. But, meanwhile, we'll feed the cat tomorrow. That's right, the cat's gonna save us. Oh, we need to get one of our extra cups of something here. Alright, I guess we'll probably go with coffee. Although that's become useful. I mean, yeah, the coffee may be saved for creating essence. So, oh good lord. I guess we have to grab some more water. Lost is up and running. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do what we're doing before. Fast stories. Lessened, Solus, Lost, go. And that will be more than enough time, so we'll get night's sleep, and all of our soul fragments will be returned to us. Excellent. Let's get that started. I'll run over here and get the last of the water. Let's definitely be pumping some out tomorrow. Alright, then. Alright. Oh, wait. Forgot about this. This is the first of the practices the Imago and Matthias used to begin their ascent to power. They have risen beyond our sight, and their flames may yet in the Mallory. Okay, cool. Spices and sabers and impulse. We're not going to be able to use this, unfortunately. Spices and sabers, though, we've got plenty of thoughts for that. Meanwhile, let's get this one into place. Do I have any forged books? Seriously? Do I not have any forged books? I thought I did a 4-forge a while back. Right, show me where they are. Seriously. Must have misplaced that one. We'll get to it in a bit. But meantime, we did evacuate this one out. You can go there. Alright, so Sky Stories is at 2. I don't have time to regenerate a soul fragment. Like I said, we'll lose the impulse, but at least we got some more space off that desk. So yeah, it was a day. That is for certain. We'll have to, obviously, get our water settled up tomorrow, and let's get these tools back in place. We don't want to lose track of things. Organization is an empowering force. Alright. Let you find stuff when you need it. So, two memories to get through tomorrow. Plus, of course, need the Ascended Harmony to be consumed to make another Star Dream. Then, of course, make the Ascended Harmony after that one's done. Yeah, this is going to be a busy day tomorrow. And, of course, we'll probably tackle this, because I think we can generate 3 here, 7 with the ink. That's 10, another 4. Yeah, we can do this. We can Song the Carapace Cross, and we have... No, we do not have... We have Hussein, right? Just got Hussein, right. Yep, we're going to be able to pull it off. Isn't that fantastic? Anyways, that's, yeah, of course, what we call a fantastic world. Of course, it's not what we call it fantastic worlds, but it's the fantastic cult, from as far as I'm concerned. Y'all out there. You know who you are. Come on. Gale. Alright, so that's going to determine what we do today, and it's going to be quite interesting. Anyways, this is, of course, your Curia Fantastic Worlds, letting you know that visiting hours for Hush House are now closed. Please, by all means, make sure that you've checked out what you wanted to see, and follow your way to the entrance, and we will see you next time in Hush House. In Book of Hours in Lovecraft Country. Till then, like, share, subscribe, and have a wonderful day. I'd like to thank my Acolyte level supporters, whose contributions help this channel grow and hastens the inevitable digital apocalypse and rise of the Dark Lords of Content and Data.